I wonder if, probably not. This is so, like, low. I wonder how, Okay, I'm not gonna pay it any mind. Just, like, anything with technology right now because of 5G, I swear, it, like, it does something. And you're able to, I guess sometimes some people may have more access to it or something, because I can't even turn this like electrical fire on without like, or things being heard in it. And I'm really getting tired of hearing certain things. Okay, anyway. So, it's been a couple months since I posted. And this is like the third video I made. Fourth, actually, because it kept cutting off. And then I'll like make a 2-hour video and I'm just kind of rambling on. Like I even posted it and I deleted it because, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the best way to get all this out, because, and that's why I read off the Ascension Glossary, because I figured like if you give like a bigger picture theory of what's going on for not just me but everybody, you know, then you can make more sense of what I'm talking about, maybe. But I'm at a point right now where it's like I legit can't stay silent anymore. I can't. Like, yeah, and the last time I posted, I think I tried to post the next day, but like the video wouldn't upload, and like the settings of my YouTube was all messed up or something. I don't know. It's just acting up. I couldn't even like troubleshoot it or anything. But so I kind of was like, all right, I'll just lay low for a while. Not like I get that many viewers or followers anyway. I'm hoping that at some point in time the right people see something, because I'm legit silenced, and to do that they're using the system and my child, and that is heartbreaking, and it's still going on, and there's still no budge. But since I did like those last videos or whatever, like things got intense and kind of like dark for like what other people were doing towards me, and it distracted me for too long, and I didn't get anything like going, and it was so bad at one point in time where like I ended up not going into work. So now I'm looking for another job, and it's like I have half a mind to feel like it was done deliberately that way. And in life, you really don't want to think that everything's done on purpose to do this, to mess one person up. But like when things keep happening the way that they do consecutively, and it's usually like against me, you know, and it seems like, yeah, I don't know, I'm really frustrated right now because it's almost Christmas, and it's just been too long since my kids got pulled away from me because I tried to protect her. And I originally was making these channels to explain like what was going on wide scale, like targeting and stuff, and where it kind of stemmed from, and share the research that I did on it and stuff like that. But then it became about this because, well, this was whole point in case, basically. This and then another situation, but I don't even know how to speak about that one. I really don't. I don't. All I know is it's a possibility that person may be receiving like the same kind of treatment as well. because the same thing happened to him with like his Facebook got taken over, my Facebook got taken over, another account got taken over, and there's and then they're making more accounts under my name, and then they're acting like they're me, and they're acting like they have my daughter, and they're acting like that they need medicine or something like that for my kid, and they're like demanding money from people, and it's like, I'm not like that at all. I'm not. I know I ask people like but it's not even that, because there's been people that like have offered to like help me out or whatever, and like I took them up on it because why not? And then like I would ask them if they can, but I will never demand it, and I would never ask for like Apple cards and like give them like be like rude to them when they don't. And the funny thing is it's one of my friends, and this is how they're doing smear campaigning and ruining and running my name into the mud, making me seem like an a-hole or something like that, because like that's what they're doing. They're contacting people and acting like they're me. And like harassing people for freaking money and stuff, and it's like, what the heck? That's not okay, and it makes me look really bad. And it's funny because they're using a picture for this profile with me with my sticker on from the state, like a picture that my daughter took of me when me and her went on a visit. I don't even think I posted that, and if I did, it was on like TikTok. So they're taking my picture somehow, and then they're like acting as if they're me. And I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it all, because it's been one thing after another, and it's all to freaking make me look bad, ruin my name, get people to go against me or whatever, or to not support me and stuff like that. And the Instagram, and it's to like go against me for DCPMP for my kid. And a lot of it is actually connected to DCPMP. And my freaking family. And they all just act like I don't know what I'm talking about. But I've done a lot of research. I did research before they started restricting me. And I know what this is about, actually. Because like when I first started researching this stuff, it was like 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And I was getting helpful information about what was going on, what I should do, you know what I mean? Like what I should look into, things like that. And what was actually happening. Because, yeah, there was definitely targeting going on. But it was for like a specific reason. And it was like they were targeting whole families, actually, for a specific reason. But I don't know if like it's supposed to be me being the one targeted the way that I am, rather than it be other people, because of the reason why they're targeting families with certain kinds of children. And so yeah, once I started looking into things and I blurted it out loud like a dummy, I started getting restricted. I heard a certain person make a phone call crying because of what I found, like connected into, like with my name, and what was and wasn't there, people-wise. You know, I heard them on the phone crying because of that, and then next thing I know, I heard restricted. And then after that, all the information that I looked up, everything that, like, it came back like different. And instead of it becoming helpful, it was all bad stuff. All bad stuff. All the worst things in the world that could happen. And it sucks because, like, it all goes in flow with, like, some things that, like, I was being sent to, like, read. You know what I mean? Like, not, like, it sounds crazy, but, like, subliminal is a thing, you know? Subliminal programming goes on all the fucking time. What makes you think that they don't have some kind of technology or something else to be able to... They do have brain interfacing and stuff like that. They have brain interfacing, which is brain to machine. And you can just read whatever this person's just like thinking is like blah 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 blah, and it's just all out there and like on a freaking computer. It's brain to machine. It's what it is. You can Google it. Brain interfacing. You'll find it. It's a technology that they might try and play off here on the manipulated internet that they don't have out yet, but they do, and they are using it. So that like privacy is like none. I don't got none, and it sucks because in my situation, you got people that have, unfortunately, I have to identify as a victim, basically. So apparently there's people that have victimized people many, many years ago, and then now they have to have them as a target, to target their victim. But not for good reasons. And so unfortunately, which really is horrible, because what I don't understand, this is why it connects my story with my child, because considering, I don't know if somebody reported or it was already in the woodworks for it to happen this way or whatever, I don't know, because the person's name that comes up with a certain picture, it's somebody that's with human resources. And I looked them up before, and I saw some disturbing pictures of a house being destroyed and a couch like torn out or something. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But I try to look it up now and I can't freaking find it anywhere. But so I found a picture that has like the name and then human resources on it, and it's a picture of me and an ex-boyfriend at a dance or something, or before a dance, and that's posted on the back of it. And this is like stuff that was my grandmother's things. And then when I got my first case with DCPMP, they informed me, but not out loud, very underhandedly to be exact. First they said that they were concerned for PTSD, but they didn't say why. And as a matter of fact, I got that case because I tried to report weird, odd harassment around me and stuff that I couldn't explain. And I was like, there were certain scenarios that kept like kind of going on around me that it made me feel really afraid. So I kind of went to like where it seemed nice. You know, they were singing Christmas carols and there was like lights on. I was like, oh, they seem safe. Let me sit here and like ask if I can like get a ride and wait for a ride here with my kid, because I was feeling fear where I was at. And I don't know, just like certain things that set me off, and I just like, I didn't feel safe in that moment. So when I don't feel safe around my kid, I'm getting the freak out. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting out and I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm safer or something. And so that's what I did. But I was like far away from where I was staying at, you know, out here with my parents. It was like an hour and a half away, at least hour. So, but anyway, yeah, I tried to report it to the police, but I didn't know how to explain it, nor like what to call it. I mean, I couldn't give any specific names or anything, so it's like, except for like where I was just at and things like that. But I wasn't even exactly sure if there was like anything that I should have been freaked out about, but I was. And if you don't, I don't know. And then when, I don't know, it just wasn't, this is not a good situation to be in at all, you know, especially if you want to, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, so instead of helping, you know what I mean? Like, they kind of just like held me at the police station and got CPS involved. And they put like a protection plan on, just like they did with this last case. And then they transferred it over to like the, you know, the office out here or whatever. But when they came with like paperwork, obviously, and I pretty much skimmed through most of it. But I was just kind of just like, yes, ma'am, and these people, killing them with kindness, and like, you know, I didn't think I was missing anything. But then later on, I was kind of like, something urged me to like look through the paperwork and stuff. This was after my case ended and stuff. But things were still happening, and I was still like in search of what was going on or whatever. And I get to the paperwork, and I'm reading every single prompt that's on this pamphlet that came from DCPMP, and it's like, but it gets to like the very end of the pamphlet, or you know, the packet of papers, and then that's when it says, just to inform you, we have been, since the incident of April 24th, 2003, we have been selling your medical information, and any kid that you have from that moment on, their medical information as well. And it's set up to the 6 years of age, but I think there is probably a way to have like some kind of an extension on that to continue their master plan, I'm guessing. And but it said to clergymen, organizations, and any individual who so shall request it. Now I can understand, considering if it was like what I'm gathering is some kind of a rape or trafficking incident or something, and somebody fucking reported it, but I don't know. I had no recollection of it. I'm looking at this like, holy crap, what the hell happened? I thought everything was fine. But, yeah. They, but I don't understand why to the specific groups and any individual who so shall request it. So it was basically like, yeah, you're a victim of this, but guess what we're gonna do? Their perpetrator. We're gonna make it to where you can find her information later. And her kids do. That's what that seems like to me. It's basic, because anybody, any individual, it doesn't have any exceptions on there. Any freaking individual. And I happen to know within the program that was like being run or whatever, on more than just me, it wasn't just me that was going through it. I don't think, anyway. I don't think so. Unless like all the videos that I watched of the people that were going through the same thing, unless they were all people that were a part of the whole thing and just knew what was going on and kind of just like putting it out there for fear tactics and shit like that. Who knows? It could have been fake too, but I only really paid attention to the things that could match my experiences. So, basically, I was being like community harassed, you know, and like with my kid right there. So my kid witnessed all of it. And she would hear people screaming, "Slut," out the car. There would be like groups of people on the side, like on the corner, kind of like waiting for us to go by. And the one guy was like, "I'm an atheist," like saying like weird, odd things around us that was just like, it's just not kosher, you know? It's like, and there was just a lot that went on, and it was just kind of weird. And it all started right before my daughter started preschool. Like right before. And so when she started preschool, I had that case, I think, or, yeah, I mean, I think when she first started, I had the case. It was right around the time the case, yeah, but, right before COVID, but, it's really hard to, like, get all of this out in, like, a fashionable way for everybody to understand, because it's very deep, and it's very connected, and it's very, it's fucked up with the way this was done. This was just a way to victimize a victim over and over and over again. And I don't even want to identify as a fucking victim. I don't. I'm a human fucking being. I'm a human goddamn being. But, like, what's being done now is, like, I'm being victimized by the system. People are using the system against me to keep me silent. Not only that, but to ruin my life. Because my child is my every fucking thing. I stopped doing everything and just took care of my kid. We were, like, inseparable. Everything. I mean, I wasn't always perfect, but at the same time, it's like, nobody is. At least I did everything I possibly could to try and protect her, but it's not working. It's not enough. And I don't have the money to get a good lawyer. And it seems like some way, shape, or form, even if you do get someone to side with you, these people are running a full smear campaign, and they have access into my shit, and they are legitimately finding all my contacts and forcing these people to stop supporting me in any way, shape, or fucking form. Anybody that helped me out with any fucking thing, now I can't fucking nothing. So basically my life is ran by high school bullshit and from what other people can't take accountability for. And the fact to want to be like right and to control the life of someone that you've already ruined their life any freaking way. And their kid too. And my poor child is innocent. She didn't ask for this at all. Like, I know I made some mistakes or whatever, but half of the mistakes that were even made were like they were there because of this whole damn thing any fucking way. These people would never even would have been around me if they didn't have my information to be sold, to be bought, or whatever. And that's the thing, when this medical information is being sold, they have everything. They have your past, they have all this. And the funny thing is like when I was being harassed, or like, you know, the weird wordplay of stuff being said around me, and like people making hints like about stuff, like they were always talking about some medical stuff that like they shouldn't even know. It's not their fucking business unless they were in my information. And like, and even talking about things that I wasn't even fuck aware of, you know. They were triggering me. They knew how to trigger me because they knew my backstory. They knew more than I did because I never looked at my medical records. So people who have, it's like they know more than I do, and I honestly don't think I want to know because of what's coming to my realizing of things. I'm already going through it, you know? And I already had one re-traumatization just by finding a video here on YouTube of my lifeless body being danced around at a party. And I wasn't in a safe place to be re-traumatized then. And I've been re-traumatized recently with all this crap, and every time I leave my kid, I'm re-traumatized a little bit more. And every time I realize that she's not with me, a little bit more. So it's like I want to get to the bottom of this so I can help save my daughter and help save me and my kids' relationship, and to be able to heal her and heal me. And because kids need their mom. Nobody's gonna love my kid as much or the way that I do. Nobody. Especially not in a world today where you have a whole bunch of fucking sycophants who think that money is the way that life goes. And then when you have money, you can do filthy fucked up shit. And just fucking have the money to fucking pay it off. Sweep this under the fucking rug, I'll pay you. Yeah, I heard that. I don't give a fuck anymore, man. Like, the cops don't even fucking help nobody out here. Especially if you're a fucking victim of rape or anything else like that. No. You're just a fucking victim, bitch. And so's your kid, so fuck you both. Countless fucking shit that's going on that's like white collar crime. Like, not white collar, maybe even. You know what I mean? It could be even white collar, but it's definitely organized motherfucking crime. And it's all set the fuck up by people that are placed inside of child protection services. Like, legit. Literally. They're the ones doing the fucking worst. And they're setting it all the fuck up that way because they don't want to get found out for what they're doing. But they get $4,000 for every child that they place in fucking foster care. So they can pay off whoever the fuck they want to. And then, of course, they're like, connected to certain things. So it's like, you're just fucking screwed. They can legally, illegally kidnap your fucking child anytime they fucking want to. And they can call you whatever they fucking want to. Why? Because she wears a badge. And she's bigger than me, so fucking bullies. They not only bullied me into thinking I had to allow them into my freaking life again, with them not fucking helping at the fuck all. I expressed concerns for abuses on my child, and they fucking debunked that. Like, straight up said, there's nothing going on with your child. These are people that aren't supposed to know us from fucking Adam and just coming in to investigate a fucking situation. But there was no investigation conducted whatsoever fucking ever. They came right the fuck in with a decision made the fuck already. Deny me the right to get my child checked the fuck out for certain kinds of abuses, which is fucked up. Even lied about the statistics of a goddamn rape kit, saying they're only 2% ineffective, or no, they're 2% effective and 98% ineffective. Bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? Do you not, like, you, and she said it herself, oh, I know you're one to research, so doesn't she fucking think that I already know that that's a bold-faced fucking lie? A bold-faced fucking lie. And she denied a child the right to fucking heal. And then they made it seem as if I was the problem for even saying anything like that. But here's the thing. Abuse happens every fucking day. Molestation happens every fucking day. Rape on a child happens all the fucking time, unfucking-fortunately. So why is it so bogus for me to have a concern for that? I am her goddamn mother. I know her more than any fucking body. And there's certain things that, like a mom knows. A mom fucking knows, dude. And I'm gonna put the picture of her legs on the cover of this from when they were all bruised up for what this case began from. And swear she is still the fuck away from me. I don't know if she's getting fucking abused or not. I've definitely seen her get yelled at for crying. Again. My poor fucking kid can't even have an emotion any fucking where with these people that work for DCP&P. And then they cut me the fuck out of her goddamn life. And I'm not going to accept any kind of threats, and this will not be used against me any fucking where. You can monitor my shit all the fuck you want. I have freedom of speech. It's a free fucking country. I have the right to file a grievance any fucking where on any fucking body that I fucking want to. And I am not mentally unstable, but I can show you mentally unstable, bitch. And that's all the fuck I've got to fucking say. Because it's getting there now. Because these people got me like an inch away from fucking snapping. This is going on for way too fucking long. I need my fucking kid. A child will be better off in any situation with their mother, no matter the fuck what. As long as the mother is not abusing or inflicting harm or doing anything the fuck else to her. I was in fact the only fucking one that was standing up for her. The only one. Down to the Child Protection Services. They're like, no, not happening because we said so. You're just crazy. And in fact, we're going to make it to where the people you have concern about, they're going to be the supervision. They're allowed to be alone with her. Joke's on you, bitch, you know. These days, it's opposite day. If you don't abuse, that means you're abusing. And if you abuse, that means you don't abuse. That's how we're going to do it. Because that's what we do. We separate families. And I'm a cool bitch because I do it. Get in with it, girl. Or be in an institution. Because we don't help kids these days. What the fuck you think I got a job for? That's how I got to the top. Because I abuse a child. And if you don't abuse children these days, then who the fuck is you? That's legit how these people are acting. As if, like, if you're not molesting kids, you're not trafficking them, and you're not abusing them, fucking manipulating and brainwashing them, then you're the odd man the fuck out. You're the wrong one. I am not okay with that. And I cannot accept it any fucking longer. I've seen that woman, my worker, yell at my daughter, and I heard her one other time before that, and my daughter has expressed her yelling at her. My daughter has expressed being afraid of her. My daughter has expressed fear of speaking out because of her. My daughter has had panic attacks of her pulling up to the freaking house. That is insane. I do not feel safe with that fucking woman around my goddamn kid. I don't feel safe with her the fuck around me. I mean, like, she has never really come at me aggressively, but she has verbally attacked me. Like, but it's just in weird ways where it's like, I didn't attack you, but like she'll come and badger and say the same thing over and over again to get me to snap. So then that way she has the right to be like, oh, well, she's got mental health challenges. I'm not a fucking doctor, but you know, I'm allowed to make diagnoses because I have a badge. And I do mirror magic or whatever the heck they're freaking doing in them offices, man. They're sick. I'm very intuitive too. Like, I mean, right now it's really hard to kind of do that because you got like people like doing certain things to confuse you, you know? So I'm just like, fuck you all. I'll just figure out another way because I have found way too much information, and it's connecting the same few people to the same scenarios, to the same fucking thing, to like, and I'm not a freaking angry person. I'm not at all. I don't like to be angry. At all. I'm usually like, not angry. I used to be fucking happy. But these people destroyed my life. And it was all like a plot and plan. Strategically done. Strategically. Like, I didn't realize that they had that much freaking pull, this fucking, like, child protection services, to be able to, like, purposefully implement certain things into your life to legit, just so they can take your kid. And they'll work diligently at it until they get what the hell they want. In the meantime, they're, like, doing shady things to, I don't know. Because if it is all connected, then that means, like, my freaking accounts is them, or one of them. And they're, like, and here's the thing. For certain things to happen, like, my kid, if you were trying to, like, grip her up from any fucking where she's spitting on you, she's kicking you in the nuts, she's screaming, she's fucking screaming. So how would you end that? You know what I mean? And if they are just like pulling these kids around like cattle and shit when they're supposed to be at school, how else do you think they're gonna easily get a kid to do what the fuck they want? And this person, and if you're working for the state, right, and say there happens to be an investigation going on, they look at everything that you've been spending your money on and stuff like that, you know? So how are you going to do something undetected? Because they could order, like, certain things that would make kids knock out or whatever. Online, probably. I would imagine so. And it's funny because I keep getting these weird, like, bills from PayPal and all this other shit in my fucking email. As if I'm buying something fucking for all this fucking much money. I'm getting sick of that, too. Because there's somebody trying to make it seem as if I'm doing something that I'm not. And one of my friends, like, a friend of mine, he's texting me and he was telling me, look, this is your fake profile demanding money again. And they used to put an email on there with the number 5 on it. The funny thing is, when things were really effing weird with the fuck, like, the school, I don't even care. I mean, I don't let, they can, I really don't want anything to happen to my fucking kid because I'm trying to speak the fuck out for her. I really don't. But people can't continue to think they can just get the fuck away with, like, doing what the hell they're doing underhandedly and nobody ever says anything. But they, like, where she went, her school, you know, like, I can't be the fuck afraid to fucking say this shit. I can't. But I don't want my child to get fucking hurt, and I'm not particularly allowed to, like, run to the fucking school and check up on her or fucking anything. And that's what worries me. because when she was under my care, I could just, if there was ever any type of like anxiety about something like going wrong, I could just run to her. But I can't fucking do that. That is fucked up. But like it was like the extra fucking weird there. And like I'm not stupid. I'm not fucking stupid. But everything was labeled number 5. And this person with this email, their email is like TOKO, some shit like that, and then and KO like knocked out, you know what I mean? And then the number 5. And she was labeled like everything, like we never had to label, you just had to write her fucking name on all her stuff. That year everything was labeled number 5. And it's really messed up because like in order to like link things together and to find out who's actually involved and what happened and this, that, and the other, because within this program apparently like when the information that I found, like you got to look into the people around you, the people that you used to have around you, what might have happened, this, that, and the other thing, all kinds of stuff. But there's a certain person that I did an anagram on her name, okay? And right away I was led to read all your men, all your money, even your kid, in the hallways. And this is where it stems back to another particular person where it's either he's involved in it too and he's like jokes on you, haha, even I'm doing it, even though you like kind of protected me, like, or he's having the same problems I am, because I know his profile was taken over, like I said, and just like mine, because I tried to like hit him up and be like, yo, people are saying some really weird fucked up shit about you, you know, to kind of like warn them, let them know like being careful with who you have around you, because the things that they're saying are not kosher. Always talking about like ending someone's life and shit, you know? And not to mention they were already telling me that he was dead. So it was like I tried to warn them, but it was somebody else. And they even called me and they were legit just posing as him, like not being him on the fucking thing. They video called me at that. Like they have the fucking balls to pose as somebody, but like legit, like literally, like, do you really, dude? And I'm kind of like going with it, but I'm like, this don't look anything like he would even look like now. I don't think. And he definitely, I don't think he would grow a beard. Like, I just don't. And it's like, but he went through the whole phone call without even like, see, I was just playing da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? Like, but he didn't. He fucking didn't. And as far as I seen it, I think he was even at the guy's house. And I'm like, okay. So that's weird. Why? But and that's not exactly my business, but whatever. But that's where it all freaking connects to. So that means it's all over some high school bullshit, and like certain people have a vendetta because of like things from my childhood or whatever. But I'm not even. I don't even want to. I mean, I'll get there eventually. But it's just a bunch of fucking abuse from every fucking body. And then they want to bestow it upon my child and put her in fear to not fucking say anything. And then I'm backed into a corner to believe that I'm insane for speaking out against abuse on my kid. That should never fucking be. And then so much so that I get her taken the fuck away. And this was all kind of like, it was being mocked to her in weird ways too, from the very beginning, from when she was like 4. I remember her like laying on my bed and she was crying. She said she was scared, and I said, baby, what are you scared of? And she was like, I'm scared of the people outside. I didn't hear anybody. Maybe she heard something that I couldn't hear. But they said that like, we're gonna take you away from your mommy. Like these were things that they were implementing into her since she was fucking 4. And like, it's not cool when other people are going shh, shh to your kid every chance that they fucking get, slip it into a fucking sentence and shit. But she walks by, shh, shh. Why are you fucking shushing my child, bitch? That's really fucked up. And then people wonder why I feel some type of way about them being alone with my fucking kid. Well, if you're shushing her, that means that there's something you want her to keep a fucking secret, and that's not the fuck okay. And sorry about the language. I'm just at a point right now where it's like, I'm finding out way too much about how everything's fucking connected. And it's like, I was set up. Not just once, but a whole bunch of like freaking times. My poor child set the fuck up. All because people want to... I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But someone decided this girl's not good enough to have a good life, so we're going to make sure of that. And if she has a child, we're going to fuck them up too. I mean, if they think they can have a mother and daughter relationship, you must be out your mind. Because we're going to make it to where you can't even talk to her, because you talking to her in a safe space to give her that safe space to talk to you about things and anything that might be going on that she might need to tell you or tell somebody. That's inappropriate. That's inappropriate conversations for you to be having with your child, says my worker. Because I was talking to my child about who she was afraid of and why. And then I continued to tell her, always feel okay to tell me whatever you need to tell me, whatever's true to you. But they said that that was inappropriate conversations to be had with my child. This was the day that they took her away. So that tells me their intentions are a little backwards. Withholding information, even her blood work results, I'm supposed to be there for the doctor's appointments and shit. She didn't notify me. I wasn't there. Fucking nothing. And then the paperwork, I asked for that. She said, yeah, but she never fucking gave it to me. And all of the paperwork throughout the whole entire fucking case, so I can backtrack the case, so I can be like, hey, this is what the plan was as of 2 months ago. Why are we still doing this? You know what I mean? No, I don't have that. But that was to make it to where she could say one thing and then, keep it running and to keep delaying it on her opinion of me being delirious because I tried to report something. When someone's medical information is being sold, that's legitimately called medical trafficking. When you're making a profit off of people buying my medical information and my kids to fucking stalk us and fucking harass us and fucking find out what school she goes to and all other kinds of motherfucking shit. Like, you're the ones who put me at the motherfucking risk, and now I'm being fucking silenced by you taking my child. And every time I try to speak up to fucking anybody, they act like a fucking fool in some way, shape, or form to make me seem or feel like there's a problem, always. And then if God forbid, I say anything about anything out loud, they talk about it in court as if that's a problem. As if to say that, we're experiencing some bad things. We need to get law we need to get law help, you know what I mean? Like, that's when the law should step in. When illegal things are happening, the law should step in. But for some reason, these days, these cops think that that's not their job. And if you try to report it, you get yelled at. Because I did. Because, DCPMP told them I was mentally unstable. So I get yelled at instead. The police, that's how they legit admitted to me that they knew I was being targeted. They didn't say it out loud, but they shook their heads, yeah. When I said, well, I know you guys can't really do anything about targeting because, it's out of your jurisdiction or whatever the heck. Not jurisdiction, but it's out of your scope of practice. And they're like, yeah. So they knew that I was being targeted. But you won't take any of my fucking complaints. Obviously, when someone's being targeted, there's illegal happenings happening to them. So why, if you know that this is happening, why aren't I not allowed to make a claim? Or any fucking thing. That's really not okay. They're supposed to protect the citizens of the town that they work in. But you know that this is going on, and if I'm a target and I'm being targeted or whatever, my child is too. So that not only just an adult is, you know what I mean? But my kid too. You turn your cheeks. And I'm guessing that's happening everywhere. Every fucking where. when certain things have happened to you, you're not allowed to report any fucking thing, because now you're just, you know, you're considered crazy because of said traumas that you've had, and, you know, that can cause certain things. And instead of like realizing that, oh, you know, traumas, a lot of times it just needs to be healed. Basic fucking way. Needs to be healed, but it has to be acknowledged first. But when everybody wants to keep everything under wraps so that nobody, the person that needs to know the most, so that they can get the fuck over it. Like, who am I to try and fucking protect any fucking body, dude? Honestly. Like, besides my kid. But that's what you're supposed to do as a mom, but I was completely stopped. And it started out with, like, really ridiculous, odd things happening around us. And right before she started school. And it's funny because when is a kid away from their mom or their, like, you know what I mean? When they're at school. That's when you can set in, like, because kids want badly to fit in. They want friends. It's easy to manipulate and do things like that. And the funny thing is, let me go on with that, because don't mind me, I'm going to ramble on, but like, this is putting it all kind of like in a nutshell of my situation at hand. I'm going to like go on and explain everything the best way that I can with what I know of. But I'm trying to find the best way to do it. I don't want to feel uncomfortable when I do it, and it's very uncomfortable situation, because it's not only putting it out there that I'm legit, like, very concerned for my child. I'm very concerned for the existence of my parenting and me and my child being fucking together. And in a world today where everybody has chosen to abuse and go along with this war on fucking children, and which means, like, you're doing the worst things to kids and, you know, taunting the parents about it. That's what this world has become. They taunt their parents about what the fuck they do to their kid. And they think it's fucking great. They think it's funny. They think it's a joke. Meanwhile, like, you can't even hold your kid. Who needs their mommy to hold them and love them and protect them? But you got everybody else that's, like, set themselves into your life so freaking much, and they've already done so much, like, wrong, that they have no other choice now but to keep fucking going with the fucking plot, because I don't want to get found out for this shit, is what they're saying. Because within my case with CPS alone, there's extortion, there's bullying, there's threat, there is false imprisonment, there is endangering a child, there is inflicting trauma, unnecessary trauma on child and mother, there is yelling at a child, there is violating a child's rights, there's violating my rights, retaliation. That's a lot of, like, that's actually a lot of illegal shit. That's not the fuck allowed. Let's not to mention that trafficking in general, I don't care, like, oh, the teamwork, she needs to go in an institution now, she mentioned it. Get the fuck out of here. Trafficking happens every motherfucking day. And a lot of times right under the fucking parents' nose. You're lucky if you fucking catch it. But see, in my case, I fucking tried to, like, whether it was that or fucking not. But in fact, I do know that selling someone's private fucking information is medical trafficking. If it was being sold for the right fucking reasons and not to further exploit a bitch. Because that's all that did. Somebody reported an incident, which I'm gathering was trafficking or rape or something. I know the video that I found, that was from when I was 15. 2003, I was 18. So 15, that was probably drugging. And only God knows what happened from there. But the 18-year-old one, I don't recollect it at the fuck all. I have no fucking idea. So, who the fuck knows? But it was reported, or something. Or was it not? Is it that sick that the person that was involved in it was already, like, in the, like, you know, or, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Because why would they decide to, oh, this poor girl really just got something just really bad just happened to her. So instead of, guys, why don't we do this? Let's just start selling it to, she already got it, so let's further do it. And just sell her medical information to anybody. That's cool. Got this girl now. She thought she was gonna have a life. Joke's on this bitch. Just like everything has become. It's all become a fucking joke on me. Literally. But it's using the worst fucking things out there. Like, I'm tired of hearing about rape. I'm tired of, like, realizing that a lot of people's, like, that's all that's in their fucking heads is rape. Like, what the fuck? Who thinks about that shit all the fucking time? That's fucking disgusting. But it's done, and, like, the way that, like, I even know that that's happening is, like, it's such a weird way. So it's not even, like, you can actually be, like, prove it or anything. Well, I have stuff on record, but I have to find a way to get to, like, a system where I can turn the background up to where the things that are going on in the background, you can actually hear it, because it's very faint. And if I try to show it to any type of law enforcement, they're like, I don't hear anything. You gotta, like, circle it, and I don't fucking know. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out, because I definitely heard a lot of weird admittance to raping kids. And what people don't realize is, like, all the people that involved themselves into destroying my life and making me look like a piece of shit, a failure, and that, like, I have nothing to live for, because that's how I feel. If I lose my kid, I have nothing. Nothing to look forward to, no happiness, no nothing. And I lost the only thing in this world that actually taught me what love actually the fuck is, without even realizing it. And because I tried to protect her and myself. And apparently, everybody I thought I knew was never anybody I should have ever had to fuck around me at all. It seems like a lot of people know a lot of fucked up shit, and all they did was play a part in it, or fucking further bury it, or wait patiently for the time when everybody was going to be doing this collaboration of fun harming a mom or a child. They waited a long time to fucking have that fucking shebang. And then still somehow make it somewhat about a high school situation that I guess I never fucking got over, but whatever. It is what the fuck it is. I don't care at this point. I'm done with, like, trying to give two craps about any fucking thing besides my kid, but I'm not even allowed to fucking do that. At this point, there should be, like, a pro bono lawyer kissing my booty, begging me for my case, because I have so much information, and the evidence that I had on my phones, even though they were stolen, all that information can still be retrieved, but I need, like, a PI to do that. But unfortunately, vulnerabilities was also a thing in this case. They go for people with vulnerable spots, just like they go for kids to manipulate that are in vulnerable positions. Single family, like, families. They know how to trigger you. They know how to get into your head in these types, like, when people are sickos, the way it seems like more than half of this fucking world has become. They know exactly what the fuck to do to get into a child's head. They know exactly what the fuck to do to trigger me, to get a favored outcome for a particular behavior, or feeling, or reaction. Like, in my position, it was just messed up because everybody that bought my health information knew it. And they didn't have a hard time taunting me about it, but still, like, even though that kind of stuff was in my record, like seeing blatantly what I've been through. But then to further damage me purposefully and in, like, groups, and then to bestow the same shit onto my kid. Nobody likes to think that, like, everybody in the world, like, decided to come against you. I still don't want to fucking think that, but at the same time, it's like the way everything has been done. It's like a bunch of chain of events that link back to each other, and it was like done for like hinting reasons to, like, you know what I mean, like, and to just like further escalate the situation to make sure that that thing happened. Down to the week before my child got removed. Everything. And it's been too fucking long, and I'm at a point now where I need to figure out how I can have some kind of, like, somebody who's above all the like the group of people like that they had in the meeting room, where all of them were on the same boat, that like even me being concerned about my child being bruised the fuck up and shit like that, it means that I'm crazy. And that's the fuck it. They don't want to hear nothing the fuck else. But that's when they have ill intentions, they have an agenda, and that's what that is. I unfortunately got stuck with a worker where everyone in that little group that they work with together, their agenda is sick. And it was not to help the mother and child succeed. It was, how can we further abuse this child? Or further traumatize this child? Oh, we know. Let's take her the fuck away from her mommy. Because we all know that mommy will talk to her and help her and you know, make sure that she doesn't get manipulated or anything. When she doesn't have mommy there all the time to help her through things, it's easier to manipulate a fucking kid. It's easier for sycophants to get their fucking way with a child. And statistics say that when children are placed in foster care, they're like 9 times out of 10 more likely to be abused there than they are with their parents. And 9 times out of 10 more at risk to be trafficked. But this is supposed to be for the better good of the child, right? Like, at this point, I'm at, like, how much worse can it get? They're not taking my fucking visits away. I will call the cops. But I'm not going to sit here staying silent while I know for a fact that I was extorted into this case. That the way that they did it was extortion. They were using bullying tactics the whole entire time, any freaking way. They denied me the right to even prove myself to be right about the reason why they came there, and it had to be so urgent. Which was to get the footage from the school, so I could tell them or show them that my behavior was nothing like the school said. But I was told, we're not going to worry about that footage, Miss Stillings. I wonder why you're not going to worry about it. It's because you don't fucking want to. And then to put me down because I have, like, I speak out sometimes on social media and on the channel or whatever. My fucking worker called it in court dark or morbid or some shit. Well, I wouldn't have to be so dark and morbid if you guys weren't. Why is it the Child Protection Services is siding with abusers and even, like, trying to push for her to be in their care after my child has admitted that these people are the ones that kind of, like, put her hand, you know what I mean? Like, oh, let's just put her in their care then. This woman is ass fucking backwards, and I don't feel like she is okay to be around my child. Act the fuck up. To cause my child anxiety, to yell at my kid, to make my kid keep secrets, to, like, coerce her into having conversations with people that you know she didn't fucking want to any fucking way. But you keep pushing it on her. The thing is due to recordings and stuff like that, I know what was done to my kid. So for me to just let that the fuck go and say, oh no, they're right, you're wrong, I'm wrong, that would be me endangering my fucking kid. That would be negligent on my fucking part. It's just like the more I look into certain things, and it's weird because the names that are chosen, because you know that like these workers aren't using their real names, but they're choosing their names. You know, the one worker, you look up her name and it's actually the fucking like poltergeist girl who died at 12, which is weird. Okay, and then you look up my other worker and someone that comes up is someone from NASA. And then you know what I mean? So it's like all these weird things. I hate to say that like it's all freaking interlinked and like done purposefully, but it is. Everything that has been done was deliberately done. And it was for a favored freaking outcome. I don't understand why people feel like they can play God in someone else's life, so much so to where they say, you're the one that we did this to, so you have to die. Basically, is where I'm gathering this. I gotta die because I know the truth, and I spoke out, and they did this, that, and the other thing, and to me that, you know, like basically you're the proof of everything, so you gotta die. Even though we committed the crimes, you gotta die. And if you don't die, then we're getting your kid. And then now you got like the people that are supposed to be protecting kids that have been going along with this fun stuff, you know, and now they've done so much dirt, they can legitimately just do whatever the fuck they want because they got status. And from the, like, it's just, the system really needs to be checked. And I'm getting to a point where I'm gonna flip the heck out, and I don't want to do that, because then, you know, of course, the favorite outcome of me being put in an institution for fucking good, you know, here we go. But when is it okay for a mom? It's got to be okay for a mom to flip her fucking shit and get freaking the due justice for her fucking kid for anybody who's harmed her. Because with a lot of parents out there, like a lot of situations, somebody finds out that somebody did something to their kid, they're going to get their fucking leg whipped and they're getting taken the fuck out. And I know that's happened. And they don't fucking feel sorry. Kids are off the fuck limits. They deserve their fucking innocence. They deserve their childhoods. And they deserve to be treated as if they are a person and not a dollar sign. And not you're a little puppet or like little slave to do what the fuck you want because you're nasty and you think that children should be slave to you. And like you got all these pedophiles running the fuck around. Like, what the hell? Why is the law not stepping in? Why is the law allowing crimes like this going on? There's way too many like people out there that are like even hinting along the lines of being somebody who engages in that kind of stuff. And it's been like kind of implemented in a weird way to me that was going to be normal behavior soon. That all kids were just going to be engaging in sexual activity with adults or something like that. That I should just get with the fucking program. No. No, the fuck. No. Over my goddamn dead body. But we're not going to take that literally here. Because it's not okay. It's not okay. At all. It's damaging to a child, to the very core of them, and it has lasting freaking effects. It has effects on everything in your life. It's not okay. It's detrimental to their development. It's detrimental to every fucking thing. So no, it's not going to be normal behavior. I don't care who's saying that. I don't care who thinks that they can make it happen that way. No. I said fucking no. And I'm not going to stop trying to speak out for that. I'm not. And that no way, shape, or form makes me crazy. That just means that I have compassion for little children who don't deserve to be touched or abused. Nor do they deserve to be manipulated by a system who thinks because they have status and that now they have money, that they, you know what I mean? Like, they have money and they have power over this fucking single mother, that they can do whatever they want and they'll make the kid do what they want because, you know, we got the power. There shouldn't be a system in place like that at all. And for that to be allowed, that's like an abomination on fucking people. Like, literally. Not to mention, like, I have, like, there was something that was being shown to me in the beginning of all of this. It was basically saying anybody that I knew, they've already approached them. They, like, I don't know who was saying this, honestly, but they're saying basically they've already approached them, so they're either going to be going along with them, or, you know what I mean, for the harassment and stuff like that, and the acting indifferent towards me and treating me like crap and being a pedophile or whatever the fuck they're trying to implement, whatever. But, and if they don't, like, if they support me, then they're gonna get them to turn on me or approach them, blackmail them in some type of way, shape, or form, or they're gonna get rid of them, like, make them disappear. Like, I'm gathering that's murder. I don't know who the hell is saying that, but somebody is. And that seems to be what the fuck is happening. Like, I'm purposefully isolating, but that's not a good fucking idea because, like, now I don't really have much support at all. And, like, in this type of situation where, like, I feel at a complete loss. Like, I fucking lost my life already. And without support and without, like, the proper income to be able to afford a fucking lawyer that will help me fight these people if they didn't get, you know, infiltrated too. Because it's just seeming like everybody's just turning evil. And I know that, like, not everybody's that fucking evil, so there's something else going on. Something deeper than that. Like, this shit needs to be fucking looked into. Because when you notice, like, certain things that could represent, like, idol magic and, like, the intention of it. And, like, that was happening. Like, you can do craft magic, you can do, like, all kinds of things that kind of messes with free will and, manifests, like, horrible shit. And I think that that's, like, a part of it, you know? And there's definitely a whole spiritual battle going on, too, you know? I can't just say this is a spiritual battle and I have to take it for what it is. No, because I'm not doing this without my kid. She needs me by her fucking side. So I don't even accept that right now. It's just gonna have to give. Like, this is gonna have to end. Because this has been going on for way too long. And it's definitely war on children. Or war on families. Or something. And I don't accept it. I don't. And I don't appreciate my child being used within it. I don't at all. And it's sick and it has to fucking stop. Somebody's gonna have to fucking step the fuck in. Grow a pair of fucking balls as a cop. Like, I know, like, they're using threats, I think, too. Like, people are, like, threatening, if you do anything about this, like, then we're gonna do this, that, and the other thing, and you know what I mean? And I guess if there's a system involved in it that has deals with kids, and these people have kids, then they can throw their kids into it and be like, oh, well, then we'll take your kids if you do anything about this. Bribes and extortion and blackmailing is definitely fucking going on. And putting people in fear to do things is definitely going on. Definitely. Along with many other things, because technology has advanced, people. It's been advanced for a long fucking time. But the technology is fucking advanced. So, just imagine that. Add in all this fucking dark shit with manipulating children and, like, abusing children on like, a wide scale, and then, like, traumatizing the fuck out of them and the parents or the mom or whoever they're with or whatever on fucking purpose. Like, dude. like, I can't even fathom half the shit that I have to say the fuck out loud. And I'm even afraid to put this out there because I'm monitored, and everything I say is fucking taken into consideration to say that I cannot be around my kid because of what I speak about. But what I'm speaking about is trying to protect children. So why the fuck does that make me wrong? How does that make me dark? I don't like feeling this way. I don't like wanting to take revenge on people, but that's where I'm getting to because it's been going on for 5 years. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not. I'm not at all. They can be criminals, so why can't I? And that sucks because it's like being a believer in God and like knowing that that's not what he would want me to freaking do. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that this is going to turn out all fine and dandy because it's not. It's not. Especially if I have, like, people with, like, egos and sick minds in control of my care for my kid. And I don't care what anybody says, dude. It is all fucking connected, and it was set up. And it was done deliberately and for a fucking reason. And out of retaliation, because, oh my god, she fucking tried to report something. But it seems to me that the system is the root and cause of this whole fucking thing, and it's dwelling around a fucking high school relationship. And whether or not they got him fucking involved to fucking do this shit behind the scenes so he doesn't be seen while he fucks me over too, but I don't give a fuck. But, like, at this fucking point, I don't. It can all fucking come to an end. Because at this fucking point in time, I don't got the time to focus on trying to help anybody the fuck else that might be going along with this dumb shit. And if that's what the fuck these people want to do with their lives, then go ahead. God's gonna fucking bite you right in the fucking ass. But it's just when. So, and like, I don't want to have to be the one to push their karma on them, but it's like, what the fuck? I'm at this, like, I don't know. There has to be somewhere where I can, like, I don't know. I do believe that God still works miracles, and I'm hoping that somebody sees what the hell is going on and fucking, like, picks up my case. At this point, with the information that I have and the evidence that I had in those phones, very damning, mind you. Like, yeah, I got this in a motherfucking bag. Even if it is a lawyer that normally takes payment. Dude, we'll be making more than the fuck enough because of what all this shit is fucking connected to. And when it's fucking stemming from and how long they've been fucking doing this to me. This is a lot of trauma being instilled into a fucking person for a very long fucking time, over and over and over again. Seeking me the fuck out to do these things to me. And I never had any motherfucking idea. That's a long fucking time. They owe me a lot of fucking money. And if this really is about a fucking, like, female, like, just hating, and that's why the fuck she did it, and then even implementing herself now to do this to my kid, like, dude, get the fuck over yourself, bitch. If that's really what the fuck this is about, really, go look in the fucking mirror and say, I can be just not an asshole. You know what I mean? Stop being a fucking sicko. You've done enough. Now knock it the fuck off. And that's just how I feel about it. And I don't like getting all like, rah, I really don't. And I've been like that for, like, very often. And for too much. I'm fucking sick of defending myself. For some shit I shouldn't have to fucking keep defending myself the fuck about. and people that are trying to keep my life story under fucking wraps so y'all can just fucking, like, dwiddle in it and fucking taunt me the fuck about it, get the fuck off of it. Nobody has the right to control my life. I don't give a fuck what you did to me. Just because you did something wrong to me does not mean that you own me. Just so you fucking know. But if you even say these things to anybody involved in this, they look at you like, huh? What do you mean? What do you ever mean? Oh man, you're really going through it, aren't you? You know what I mean? It's like, you can't get a straight answer out of any of these people. Nobody wants to take accountability for fucking anything. And the funny thing is, I never would have done an ounce of this to any of these fucking people. None of it. Not even after I found the fuck out. I'm here like, well, you know, I'm alive. I lived through it. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking lived through it, right? You know, do the right thing from here on out. Start with being fucking honest, though. I'm sick and tired of everyone fucking lying about me, because the shit that I can say about y'all will land y'all on fucking life sentences and shit. Or death sentences. And that's fucking facts. The fact that my child was endangered in the fucking first place, that's fucking years. And everyone still kind of just keeps trying to act like they got something to hold the fuck against me. Whoever has access into my goddamn shit, oh the fuck well. Oh well. Me having personal pictures and shit that tops your crimes, because hacking into my device and fucking impostoring me and fucking swindling people and buying medication for a fucking child on the side, if that's what you're even using the fucking money for, or if, unless you're using it for this technology bullshit that's happening. But still, that's another fucking crime. Crimes against children is a fucked up crime. That makes you a scumbag. My personal photos means nothing, bitch. You can't hold that shit the fuck against me. Yeah, so what? I did a smoke fetish account. Oh well. Oh well. So what? That doesn't make me a criminal. The shit that everybody else is fucking doing makes them criminals. And the people doing whatever the fuck, trying to hold shit the fuck against me. Hold it the fuck against me. I'm sure everybody fucking knows all my goddamn business already anyway. So what are you actually holding against me? The things that you've done? And that's funny because it kind of seems like that's what they're trying to do. That they had all this fucking criminal shit going the fuck on. And then they're gonna send me the bills in my email. I have no idea what I'm even looking at. Using my name, using my profile, demanding money, running my name through the motherfucking mud and shit, telling me, oh, I should run over your life. Asking me who's protecting me. Demanding to know who's protecting me. Meanwhile, before that, I was getting subliminal hints of like, whoever's like anybody that supports you or helps you, they're gonna either get made to turn against you or we're gonna make them disappear, which to me sounds like murder. So yeah, let's hold my smoke fetish up against me or anything the fuck else. But meanwhile, the shit that y'all been doing, you're going to fucking prison, bitch. I'm not. Because I, in fact, didn't do anything the fuck wrong. Besides try to report something and try to protect me and my kid. But the things that everybody else, like, you can't just say, oh, it's opposite day about everything. What's wrong is now good. I don't fucking think so. And I don't deserve to be attacked more just because I won't hate somebody. And you can, I mean, whatever that is being said about this person, if it's true, then so fucking be it. Then stop bothering me about it. And, like, truthfully, don't tell me about your freaking plans because I'm gonna fucking put it on blast. Because even if he did, or if this person did, like, do any of these things that you guys are trying to saying, or, like, implementing, or making it seem like, then he did it. You know what I mean? But they're not the fuck around to speak up for themselves. And I don't want to hear it from anybody the fuck else. So shut up about it at this point. You're going to sit there and mock me about someone to make it seem like one way, but here's the thing. Y'all are the ones that keep mocking about this fucking situation. Keep bringing it the fuck back up. Of course it's going to stay in my freaking mind space. And it's going to make me wonder. So stop. So I can get the fuck on with my life. And not have to worry about anybody the fuck else. Besides my fucking kid. It's making me extremely, like, it's very frustrating. Because you don't, like, I really don't want to hate anybody. And I don't want to see anything happen to somebody that doesn't fucking deserve it. So, and until I talk to that person directly, I really don't want to hear the fucking ideas of what you guys have. Because, I mean, or maybe, like, maybe they're afraid to face me because maybe they did do some fucked up shit. But, like, here's the thing. Honestly, when people are going out of their way to say this and say that and say this and say that, usually that's just, like, talking mad shit. And it's embellishing shit to make it seem one way, so there's no way that any of, like, either one of you could link any of your, like, shit together. Because if they're taking over his Facebook and taking over mine, they're obviously trying to do something. And me, I have a good heart. And when I care about people, whether it was a long time ago or now or whatever, it's caring about a person. It doesn't go away. And of course, being a caring person, you don't want to see anything bad happen to anybody, especially if it's because they dated you or something. And that's what it seems like that this would all be the fuck about, and on their back because of me. And that bothers me. I don't fucking like that. Or it's he got himself involved and did some fucked up shit too as well, and then has to target me with these people. And was hiding because of that. Which is, so be it. But I don't need to be mocked about it all the fucking time. I don't, in weird fucking ways. It's stupid, and I'm not in high school anymore. All I did was try to say, you know, and if that something does happen to this person, then I'll just put everybody in a freaking lineup. But that's because, like, why the fuck you're gonna sit there and threaten their lives to me? You know what I mean? Okay, you can say that and I'll go to the police about it. Then that's it. Because you're not gonna put this shit the fuck on me. And if they are innocent in this whole fucking thing, then yeah, I don't want anything that fucking happens to them. Because that's not cool. And it seems like they're trying to push it on me, especially when it comes to my damn child. And they're like using my profile and sending me bills and all this other fucking shit. And it's like, what are you guys doing to make it seem like it's somebody else? You must be doing something terrible to have to do that. Because if you weren't doing anything bad, then you would just have it on your shit and not make it look like it's somebody else. And why can't you just be you instead of pretending you're someone else? That's really stupid. God made you for a reason. You're not me, I'm me. And so it's just like, in a nutshell is what it is. I'm not going to make this a very long video, like an extremely long video. It's already long. So that's just like in a nutshell what this has escalated into and what it's been about. And it doesn't even like hit the surface of that. It doesn't even like scratch the surface a little bit, because it's, from what I'm gathering, it's like it's really messed up. And it stems from even like my own freaking childhood. And like the reasonings why is really screwed up. It's really screwed up. And it's hard to even accept these types of things as somebody when you're not getting any real facts from anybody else because it's being covered up. Or are these just stories that they implemented to me to freak me the fuck out? Who knows? But there's a lot of instances and things that go along with it that can say, I don't know if that's just stories, you know? And it's just like a lot of crime, a lot of crime at one time, after like just one thing after a fucking another, and non-fucking stop, especially this past 5 years. Like if it wasn't one chaotic fucking problem, it was another. Not even like a real problem. It's just like non-stop, like stressors. and then like nonstop like having to deal with not knowing how to help your fucking kid, and then like she's a great kid. She is. But what's a kid to do when they're being put in fear? Or like, you know, if she's anything like me, trauma blocking is a total fucking thing. And disassociation and stuff like that. And I don't want that for my kid. And that's not what I was trying to raise her. Like, I was trying to make it to where, like, she was being shown, even if we didn't have a perfect life, I was at least giving her the love and, like, the wisdom and the encouragement and, like, to be there for her. To be that person that she could have a problem and not be scared to go tell mom because she doesn't know what mom would think or whatever, like, because I can only imagine what the kinds of things that people would say to keep a kid quiet, you know? Like, you know, bribery probably happens and shit like that, but, like, there's got to be other manipulative ways to do things. And for anyone to think for one moment that this is me just making shit the fuck up to have a story to tell, you're way far off the loop there. Because I would so much rather just be having a quiet little fucking life with my kid, coloring in a book, rather than dealing with all this crap just to get fucking a story out. I really don't, I was always a quiet person unless I was like bubbly or like something like that. I don't go out of my way to have drama. I don't go out of my way to have a problem. I don't. I really the fuck don't. I'd rather walk away or solve it nicely like an adult than have continuous problems where nothing's getting solved but things are just getting worse. And it's all like fun and games to these people. Nobody wants to have to tell a story like that because it's very embarrassing. It makes me feel very worthless, makes me feel like ashamed of my fucking self. Because why is it so many people find it that they have the right to treat me so disrespectfully and to talk to me like shit, insult my intelligence, and then treat my kid like shit too on top of it? Let alone take her the fuck from me, because why should I have a right to protect her? So I guess I got that out. And like I said, I'll get deeper with it and I'll explain things, like, because it's really interesting in how I noticed everything and like what I found out, why it was done, the tactics, the reasons why, and everything like that. Like, everything had a name to it, everything had a reason, everything had like a favorite outcome, you know what I mean? Like everything. So there's like literally, and the reasons why and everything. It's just really insane. So it's pretty, and then like there's stuff that's going on in the wide, in like the bigger picture, like world, you know what I mean, like world, like stuff. So I'll, you know, I can what's the word I'm looking for, blend the two in together, and that would be like the reason why that's all going on, you know what I mean? So I'll say, like I said with that with those other ones, the software thing, it's definitely a fucking thing. There's like, everything's a fucking software down to like every fucking thing. Everything has something to do with softwares. And like, yeah, I can't even, because if I get started with that, it'll be like another hour long and I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna read off more from the Ascension Glossary with my next one, or if I'm gonna dive, like, not dive, but like get like deeper into this whole situation with starting from, you know, this is where it began and then this is what happened, blah 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 blah. Like, I can, like, I really should kind of like get it out as soon as possible, because I don't want to start forgetting any of it, because, you know, even from these past few months, there's like times where I'm just like, what? I don't even really remember that happening. But it's because of everything else that's going on within like the torment that's happening. Not so much anymore, But I don't want to, I'm going to knock on wood. Because I don't want it to start the fuck back up again. Because the moment you say, oh, it's not happening anymore, it's just fucking the rally up the troops and get it going. And I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to that. Because it's traumatizing enough to not be with my kid than to have to deal with that stuff. I'm being taunted about, like, horrible things. And I believe people just thinking it's funny to, like, dictate my whole life because they know my whole life story. So why not tease her about it? Make her feel like, you know, she's not worth anything because she was just a victim of something at one point in time. So she has no rights. You have no rights, bitch. Because I said so. You're a victim. Like, who even says stuff like that? But that's not fair. Why is it that nowadays people that have been victimized, they're no longer allowed to receive help? They get treated as a mental patient instead. That's really not okay at all. Somebody can go through something and be like a victim of a trauma and not be crazy. Their reactions to said trauma might be a little cuckoo, but how are you supposed to react? Honestly, do you guys have a rule book on exactly how you're supposed to react in a situation like that? Like, for real. What the fuck is a person to do? Or how about this? Let's not do deliberate triggers to get that reaction. Then you won't have to call me crazy. How about them apples? You know? How about we don't traumatize people deliberately? And then judge them for their reaction. That would be a good idea, I think. And let's not make fun of people for being traumatized. It's nothing to make fun of anybody about. At the fuck all. I would really like to have to, like, I really would like to, like, defending myself and defending my child's right to not be abused. I would like that to stop. And, like, now. Because I'm fed up. And I've been trying to, like, go about this the right way, but what is the right way? When you try to go to the people that may be able to help, but you get yelled at instead, or they send the EMTs. Because the only thing that can mean is you're fucking, you know, mental. Since when does the law stop protecting people? When did that come into play? Like, I don't get it. Because the kinds of things that I didn't get protected about, or my child didn't get protected about, in my eyes, should lose these freaking cops' badges. To be straight the fuck up. Intimidating a victim. That's fucked up. You're supposed to be there to protect. That's not protecting at all. At all. So I hope within this that, like, somebody could relate, or somebody sees this and is like, maybe I can help, or something. And or at least it just gets the word out. I don't know. There's probably a lot of people trying to get their stories the fuck out, and so mine's just another one. And this is probably long and boring, so I'm gonna end it there. But I'll make the next one a little bit more fun, maybe, or a little bit more factual instead of my ramble. But I really, since this channel's been up for a while, and I haven't really indulged too far into, like, what this has all been about, and what it's like, and how, like, all the things. But it's unsettling to even have to say half of this, because it's an annoying situation. It really is. I don't want to play victim. I really don't want to have to ask for fucking help, but the fact remains I need fucking help, and I'm very concerned for my child. And I'm concerned that they're so concerned with me talking to my child about everyday things and giving her a safe place to talk to mommy about it. I'm very concerned with them being concerned with that. To me, that means they have ill intentions, because if they want a kid to be suppressed and to not talk about things that may have or have not happened or whatever, that's you suppressing a child from speaking out against something that's been done, like a wrongdoing against them. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. And that's not okay for that kid. Imagine you being that child and being put in this situation. Not only did she have to see people harassing her mom and people that act really weird and intimidating and surround themselves around us talking about kidnappings and stuff like that, then she had to get targeted herself at school, choked and every fucking thing, and teachers not doing anything. And then the people at her schools disrespecting her mom too. And then they're putting her in fear to shut up about what's going on there. And then she's being everywhere else around her too. But the people that are supposed to love us are doing the same fucking thing, putting her in fear and shushing her every moment that they get. And then like coming at her mom aggressively every time mom tries to stick up for the both of you. And then having someone with power that can take you the fuck away coming in and doing the same shit. How do you think my fucking kid feels, dude? And you guys really think that you're just like doing the right thing? You traumatized the fuck out of both me and my child. And we were already having like trauma that I was trying to end for her. And I was completely, by the people in power that are supposed to be protecting children and families, because they're in fact there to ensure family success. Family success is the family at hand, which is parent and child in my situation. Not everybody else's opinions on what the fuck is going on. And in fact, the way that was done over there, that could be considered domestic terrorism, because it is illegal to make claim after claim and call after call after call to an agency and then the findings not be found. That's now illegal, and it's considered domestic terrorism. So why? I don't understand. It can be considered domestic terrorism. And when exactly what was going on a wide scale with me and my child, community harassment. I was getting like hacked and like people taking access to my Google and all this other stuff, and my Facebook, and pretending to be me, saying they have my kid and all this other stuff. And then on another scale, like that, I'm getting scammed. These people are telling me that I gotta pay them, or they're gonna put up this FBI wanted flyer, and then they got this IT guy and all this other shit, and they're gonna ruin my life, they're gonna ruin my job, they're gonna ruin all this, they're gonna do this, that, and the other thing. Like, that's all domestic terrorism is what it is. In the meantime, my child's being tormented everywhere the fuck she goes, faking fucking smiles because she doesn't know what else to fucking do. She still has to get on with her fucking life. And she does love her mom. And all these people are trying to make it seem as if my child don't fucking love me, and that she doesn't want to be with mommy, but she does. And she knows mommy will be the one that loves her the right way, and mommy will protect her the best way that I see that I can. If I can't get the law involved, then I will just weapon up and freaking board the freaking doors. You know what I mean? Like, I got this. That's protecting a child. And by weapon up, I'm not talking about like a gun. I'm talking about like, having like a bat on the side, or freaking, something to defend us if something were to happen. And that's really all you gotta do. And then make sure your kid has a bath, make sure your kid eats, make sure your kid does their homework, make sure that they have fun in their life, make sure that you spend time with them and love them, brush their hair, brush their teeth, give them change of clothes, give them toys to play with, or like, she's getting a little older, like, whatever she likes to keep her occupied, guide them in the right direction. When something is happening that's wrong, you let them know, hey, that's not the right thing. This is the way, you know what I mean? You help them. That's how you're supposed to do mommying. And all these other people are thinking that manipulation, abuse, yelling, force, threats, and, making kids think that it's okay for them to engage in sexual activities at a very early fucking age is what's the fuck in? No. It's really not. It's really not. It's not the fuck okay. And it's never going to be okay. And I'm going to keep screaming that and shouting it. And I don't care who's against me because of that. And like I've said 1,000 times already, come see me then. Don't come and harass me from the fuck afar. I don't want to hear what the hell you gotta say. I don't want you going and bothering my fucking kid. Come and see me. If you really have a problem with me sticking up for kids not being touched and fucking abused, come see me face to face, mano y motherfucking mano. Because I've been waiting for a fucking good fight at this fucking point. I'm at a point where I'm like, somebody just might get it on the streets that don't fucking deserve it, and I don't want to do that. So why don't anybody help me? I would love to fucking take somebody down that's been touching kids and abusing them and putting them in fear and all this other shit. I would fucking love it. And I don't care how big you are. Honestly. I'm not the fuck afraid. Just come to me and, like, face to face. Not with that other fucking bullshit. Like, that everyone's been doing. From afar, screaming shit. No, I don't play that game, bro. I don't. You got something to say, come say it to my face. But actually have, like, facts to back it the fuck up. Without using your crazy or the EMTs or any fucking thing or your status or fucking power against me, because it's not gonna fucking work. Nobody has the right to tell me that I can't protect my kid. Or that I can't stand up for myself or my child against things that are just wrong. People really need to get their morals fucking straight these days. And it's bad that we got people in power that can control children that are doing the worst. It's not okay. And me speaking up about this, the people that monitor my life, it doesn't mean that I'm crazy, okay? I'm a fed up mother. And I know what happened to my child. I have recordings, okay? Just because that device got fucking stolen, it doesn't mean that doesn't exist. Just because the evidence of... And how does a child obtain evidence of their abuse? How about you tell me that? They're saying there has to be fucking bold fucking evidence. But when a kid is being abused normally by somebody other than their fucking parents, don't you think they do it in secret? And in manipulative fucking ways? A little child, you really think they're gonna obtain fucking evidence some fucking how? That's a twisted fucking answer. When a kid says something about abuse, you fucking listen. That's what the fuck you do. Because kids don't just come out of fucking nowhere and say that. And no, I wasn't influencing her to do shit. I would never influence a kid to say something that didn't happen. Because that's just stupid too. That's teaching a child to lie about somebody. Because you can get somebody in a lot of trouble by that. And I wouldn't do that to somebody. I'm not that way. So no, I do not influence my fucking child. And my intelligence is going to stop being insulted by fucking everybody. I only say that like that's the people that are monitoring and they know that they're watching and, you know, they're using it as strikes against me. I'm not saying it's the, you know, the general crowd that watches, but there's not that many people who have been watching my videos. But I need it to be known that I know for a fact that I'm not going to sit here and believe your opinions on my delusions because of my trauma that you all fucking knew about, but you neglected to tell me. You just used like the symptoms that will come from these traumas, and then I was triggered by these symptoms or these things because of what's happened to me. Maybe if I don't remember, my soul does and my subconscious does, and so does my mind knows, but I, like, you know what I mean? Trauma blocking is a fucking thing. So just because I don't remember, it doesn't mean that my soul won't. So yeah, but people know that. Sickos like this fucking know that, and they know how to trigger certain trauma people, or people with certain traumas. They know how to trigger them. And they do it to get a fucking reaction. Duh. And if you have a whole bunch of fucking people that are trying to cover their asses for something that they fucking did that's illegal, that's how you end up with situations like mine. A whole bunch of fucking people coming against you because they did something fucking wrong to you that is considered fucking illegal, and they could get in trouble for it. So now, of course, you're gonna have them all group the fuck together and collaborate and fuck you over, right? Make you look bad in any way, shape, or form that they can. Exactly fucking Lee. And I'm gonna get deep into it, so everybody will see anybody that's watching, you know, you might be going through the same thing too, and you might need somebody to relate, and or somebody to be like, oh my god, see, I know that that's a thing, I know that happens, I'm not dumb, I'm not the only one, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I do this, or for the right people to help, or whatever the fuck, or even for just the people that are watching just because they need to watch everything that I do, because they need to speak badly about me or whatever. This is so they know that I know. I might not have full memories of everything, but I know what the fuck happened. Everything, okay? If you think you're hiding it from me, you're not. And that goes for everybody, because whatever that you think you hid from me, it's already come to me in other fucking ways. Okay? And if you think I don't have any memory of it, you're even more of a delinquent. Because I do have some memories of some of it, but I can't be, not the 2003 one, no. That one's a pure blank. So that must have been something, I don't know what the fuck. I have no idea. And it's not funny either, but I have to laugh it off. So, it's basically, I want to get my word the fuck out because I've been so unheard this whole time. And then I'm being looked in on as like someone who's just delirious or crazy. But I'm really actually fucking not. I'm actually pretty fucking intelligent. I flip the fuck out when I'm triggered with shit that shouldn't even be a thing. Like, I didn't even know half this shit fucking existed in this world. I didn't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I still believe that, you know, there was good in people or something. I didn't even know that these kinds of things would exist. Like, a collaboration that was so damn strategic, and it was all to fucking get a child away from a mother. And to abuse a kid. Secret fuckingly. And whatever else. Like, there's more stuff that goes in with it, too. But that's where it gets, like, no, I don't even want to go there, because then it's like, then you're just completely screwed, and you know what I mean? I really can't just sit here and continue to not say anything. So I feel like if I get it out and I put it out there, and then maybe I'll start to be able to compartmentalize a little bit better instead of bottling it the fuck up inside and driving myself insane and crying about it all the time because I miss my kid. And I know for a fact that all this was wrongdoings against us. It's not like, you know, like, it was deliberate crimes on children. And I can't look past it. I can't turn my cheek to that. I cannot. And when the little boy at my daughter's school, like, caught my attention and looked at me and said, yeah, we're scared, and then put his head back down and walked away quickly, I knew I had to try and do something. Something. So now it's just not my suspicions, and it's not just, like, the certain things and the behaviors of my kid and the bruises and whatever the heck else was going on. Now there was another kid confirming it. That was him reaching the fuck out to somebody that he thought was trying to help, which he was right, I was trying to. But they didn't allow me to, so I'm sorry, bud. I know you're not watching this, but still. I'm just going to put that out there. Sorry. I know you tried. I tried too. And they took my child. I did what I could. And that sucks, because I feel like I failed a whole lot of kids. But they're, like, not even my kids to have to, like... And... I swear to God, there better not be any type of fucking retaliation. Like, there's so many weird instances and things that get, like, pushed at me in weird ways where it's very nerve-wracking. But it's not gonna keep me fucking quiet. It's gonna make me want to say it the fuck out loud so I can put it out there so it can stop your fucking ass, because if I'm on to you, then I'm already on to you, and I can fucking give details then. Alright, I said I was going to make this much longer, and I did. There's just, like, there is so much that goes along with this, and it just hits me, like, hardcore, because it has a lot to do with kids, and especially mine, and I'm now away from her, and that's my whole life. She's been my whole fucking life, and now I lost it. I didn't lose her, but it's just, like, she was ripped from me because I tried to protect her. And I'm being looked in on as some criminal because I wanted to do the right thing for my kid. maybe I didn't know the best way to go about it, but I just, that's all I wanted was do what a mom's supposed to do. So, until next time. Sorry that I go on and on and on, but like I said, there's so much to it, and like all the things that are running through my mind, there's just like, there's not enough time in a day. And you'll be like, people will be like, holy crap, I can't even believe that that was involved. And yet it was. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not interesting because it's really sad. It's really messed up, and it's got me in a fucked up spot where I don't even have anything to fucking look forward to at all. This is gonna be the worst Christmas ever. I'm not even gonna want to wake up at all. Like, I want to somehow knock myself out for 2 days. Like, I don't want to be awake for Christmas Eve. I don't want to be awake for Christmas. If I can't see my child's face glow in the morning, then I don't want to be a part of it. This is the time you're supposed to spend with family, and thank God for like your precious gifts that he gave you, like your kid, and I can't. I don't get to make it a magical time for her at all. I can't do anything. It just sucks because I know she's gotta be hurting too, and to be feeling kind of like really down because nothing's the same. Something has to be done, and I guess it has to start with me speaking out. Eventually, hopefully she'll be, I don't even want to say that because I don't want anybody doing anything towards my kid at all. Like, I'll be her goddamn voice, and no one's gonna stop me. Yeah, so I'll get back into the other stuff too, and I'll find a way to make this pretty. I'll have to find a way to make it interesting somehow. But I know I'm definitely not the only one going through this. So maybe if anything I say helps somebody else, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. It would be nice if there is like happens to be some kind of person that is in power that ends up running into it or something. I don't know. The odds are slim to none, but it would be nice. That would be like God working in mysterious ways, because I need that. Like, my faith is being tested. My hope, like right now, I feel like there's no fucking hope at the fuck all. At all. And I hate feeling that way because I feel like I'm letting my kid down. So I'm gonna stop this here.